Hello, everybody. My name is Ndeye Fatou Ndiaye, and I am the founder and owner of Tiga. Hope everyone is okay and keeping safe. I wish I could be there, and I wish we could do this face to face, but obviously with COVID, we can. But I'm very excited about this. The objectives of this webinar are to inspire and encourage all of you, to give you courage as aspiring entrepreneurs. And if you've already started, to give you courage and encourage you and motivate you as an entrepreneur who's a startup. I'll also be sharing my experiences, my challenges, my highs, my lows, my failures, my achievements, everything I'll be sharing with you. And I'll also give you tips on how to survive the entrepreneur ecosystem in the Gambia. So Tiga was created in 2016. I was very frustrated about the fact that a lot of things are imported in the Gambia when we can make those things. So when I just came back from England, I was a regular swimmer. I would go swimming every Sundays, and I wanted a swimwear that was African inspired, that had some African feel to it, but I couldn't find any. So I started making my own. I took some of my mom's materials. I made a swimwear with matching sunglasses, with the sun hat, everything matching, looking really cute. And whenever I would go swimming, people would ask me, tourist Gambians, everybody would say, where can we get this from? It's really, really nice. We want to buy dañ buga jëndali, fan lañ ko mëna jëndé. So it suddenly clicked, in my head that, oh, this could be a great business and initiative, because no one else was doing it. So that's how Tiga started. We started with the swimwear, and then we went into leisure wear, accessories, recycling, where we worked with the women's initiative, and we would recycle car tires into furniture for gardens and just for your home. And then we also did the upcycling stuff, where people had furniture that their mothers or their grandparents left behind, and they were getting spoiled. So they would ask us to come pick it up, and we would upcycle it using African fabric. So all our products are handmade in the Gambia, using African fabric. So on this slide, I want to talk to you about, once you have your idea, and then you've started your entrepreneurial journey, the next step is, how can I get people to buy? How can I reach them? How can people know about my brand? How can I even establish a brand? Where can I go to showcase my products? Who do I need to meet? Where, when? All of those things are things that you need to think about, because there's no point in having a great idea that's just sitting there. Even if it's the most amazing idea, you need people to know about it, right? You need people to buy. Otherwise, what's the point? So the first thing, one of the things that we do at Tiga is we always build a strong message about our products, the value proposition. Why should people buy your product? Why should they leave everybody else, all your competitors' products, and come to you? What message are you putting out there to motivate people? What is the why for them to buy your product? That message, it needs to be strong, it needs to be confident, and it needs to be bold. And also, it's always great to have a story behind your brand, a story behind why you're doing what you're doing. For me, for Tiga, it was to say, what, we don't need to import all these things. We have the raw materials, we have the skilled people, we can make our own stuff and also to put pride in made in the Gambia products, for us to be proud to buy and wear and eat things that are made in the Gambia by Gambians, supporting our own. For us, that's the story we always keep telling over and over again proudly. So, what is your story behind your brand? What is your story behind your idea? What is your story behind that product that you've created? Having a great story behind what you're doing it's what's going to help people relate to you, relate to your brand, relate to your products, so that they can have that connection and wear it, use it proudly. So make sure that you work on that story. You also need to know your market. You have to do your research. If you've already started, you can do it now. If you've not started yet, do your research now. Find out whether there's people that are willing to pay money for your idea, for your product. Where's your target market situated? Where are they? Where do they live? Also, it will help you determine as well whether your target market can afford whatever you're going to sell or produce. Also, knowing your market will also help you understand who your competitors are, where your market is currently buying that product that you want to create, if it already exists, and why are they buying from there. So the market research is paramount. It is really, really important. Customer service, customer service, customer service. It's key. It is so important. It's one of the most important things for me from the beginning. It's everything for me, almost everything for me. Because what I always say is that if customers have left other businesses, have left other people's products, and they've come to you, you need to be grateful, even though you're giving them a product as well, but they could have not come to you. So you have to make sure that when they come to you, you give them the best, most memorable service you can give. Always make sure that your customers leave with a smile and are happy. You have to be patient. You have to be willing to ask for feedback all the time, because that's how you're going to improve yourself, improve your brand, and also improve your products. And let's face it, if there's no customers to buy your products, there won't be any business. Your business will not survive, because your business will only grow, expand, right? Improve when there's people coming to buy and they're happy. And even if they're not, and they've given you feedback, and you work on that feedback to always constantly improve your service, improve your products and everything. So customer service is key. You need to know how to talk to your customers, your tone of voice, your body language, everything. And always be grateful and gracious. Always be grateful and gracious to your customers. Also, understanding the characteristics of your customers and the value that they find in your product and brand is important. It's very important, because you need to know that to always build on that whenever you're coming up with new products, even on communicating with them, especially on social media. Always try to generate new customers, but develop the relationships you've already got with the customers you have now. Don't just have customers coming to buy from you once and that's it, because you've not treated them well. You've not tried to maintain the relationship or anything like that. Because if you do that, you'll end up with only having one-time customers, and that's not good. Every once in a while, I would message our customers and, just saying that I'm just checking, we're just checking on you. Hope all is well with you and the family. With COVID, we would say, we'll send messages and say, stay safe. How's the family and this and that. On birthdays, if it's really loyal customers, we would send a text or call and say happy birthday, all those things to make them feel appreciated and make them feel special, because they are, because you exist because of them. So it's really, really important to maintain those relationships with your customers, especially the loyal ones. Another important thing is that as an entrepreneur, you should be willing and open to always learn. Always do research, because there's always new things coming up that you can capitalize on. New apps on social media that you can use when promoting your products, whether it's on Instagram stories or Facebook stories or on Twitter. So you should always, you should constantly measure, evaluate, and adapt your strategies, your social media and promotion strategies, your sales strategies, your customer relation strategies constantly. You must constantly always evaluate yourself, measure yourself, always adapt. Like I said, there's always new things coming up, so that you can keep up with the times and keep up with the competition. Social media. Now, the success of Tiga, social media has had a great positive impact on the success of my brand, because it reaches everybody all over the world. It's a way that you can tell someone in America or someone in UK about your product, what you do, why you do it, where they can buy it from, the price. It's a way to build a relationship with people you've never met, but people who could be potential customers. So you need to be active on social media, because especially with COVID, where stores are closing because of there's a lockdown and things like that. The only way you can reach your customers and try and keep on making sales is through social media. We have a Facebook account, we have a Twitter account, we also have an Instagram account, and we post 3 times a week. Yes, 3 times a week, where we post about a product and promote it, talk about price, where customers can buy it from. We just try to connect. We try to connect with people that are following us, but also exposing our brand to the whole world, really. Do's and don'ts, wins and failures. So as an entrepreneur, you must always do research. You must always do research about the market you're in, your target market, the products you're selling, because there'll be other people selling the same thing. So how are you going to differentiate yourself from all those people? How are you going to make people or influence them to buy yours instead of everybody else's? You can only do that by keeping yourself up to date with your target market, their preferences, what motivates them to buy, any new technologies, designs, innovations that you can use to make your product unique. So you have to constantly do research. Don't be in a rush to succeed. I made a decision from the beginning, since I started Tiga, that I am in no rush. I want to grow organically. Sometimes when you just start and people realize the potential, you'll have investors come and approach you to buy shares, this and that. It's exciting because they might offer you a lot of money for shares in your business. But you have to take your time because you have to figure out what your vision for your business is, whether you need or want an investor, because it's not all about the money. You need to figure out if someone is giving you their money and investing, what are you getting back in return, right? So don't rush to succeed, because success will come to you anyway. As long as you're doing what you're doing with passion, you believe in yourself, and you're doing it the right way, it will come to you. So just take your time, take deep breaths, and do it organically. Now, I'm not saying that if an investor comes your way, you shouldn't, jump on that opportunity. But what I'm trying to say is that just don't rush it. Make sure you think everything hard and carefully before doing anything in a rush. Something very important as well that I wanted to talk to you guys about is that failure is not the end. As an entrepreneur, there will be so many times you'll feel like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. This is too difficult. Why aren't people buying from me? Why is this product not selling? You'll have so many doubts all the time. You'll fall so many times, but you have to pick yourself up, because it's about something that's way bigger than you. You're building a brand. I don't know about you, but for me, my goal is to build a brand that's going to succeed me. When I'm long gone, I want Tiga to still remain and be a beacon of hope for all of you and the ones coming after you. So it's not about me, actually. It's about the brand. So the question is, how much are you willing to how many times are you willing to pick yourself up to achieve that vision, to achieve your goal? You don't have a choice. You have to pick yourself up. You will fail at certain things. And if you find that there's something that you cannot do yourself, ask for help. Ask for help. Get mentors you can call and ask for advice, people who've done what you're doing now, and they'll tell you. Sometimes I find that when you have a great mentor, you can skip certain mistakes because they've told you, hey, if you do this, this is what will happen there. Because when I did it, I failed miserably, So you'll be like, oh, okay, so maybe instead of taking left, because most people fail when they go left, let me take the right, let me turn right and see how it goes. But do not be afraid of failure. Failure is it's a way of the universe telling you, nope, you've taken the wrong turn. You've taken the wrong turn. You need to go right, not left. And you just go right. Just go right. But don't give up. Giving up is not an option. It really isn't an option. And when you fail, pick yourself back up and keep on moving. Keep on going. Believe in yourself and you'll be fine. Don't eat your sales money. I made that mistake a couple of times when I started Tiga, because I'm a major foodie. Every time I would, make a lot of sales, I'll be so excited. I'll go out for dinner with my friends. I'll order some food. I'll eat and laugh and have fun instead of saving that money and plowing it back in my business. So that was That was one of the mistakes that I made. So don't make that mistake. Don't eat all your sales money. You have to plow it back into your business, and that's how you'll grow as an entrepreneur. So you have to save. You can save some and plow some back until you can figure out when your business is sustainable enough to pay yourself a salary. But don't eat your sales money there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, like I said, have a mentor, find a mentor, someone who can guide you, someone you can count on for advice at any time. You can call them and they can, tell you how they did what they did. They can tell you about their failures and their achievements. There's a lot you can learn from that. Network. Go out there and network. No man or woman is an island. You cannot, I can tell you this right now, you can't do it on your own. You can't. You need help. You'll need help. You'll need other people. You'll have to surround yourself with people who can help you and help your business to grow. When I started Tiga, I spent a lot of time networking. I would attend events, conferences, and I'll make sure that every time I'm going, I'll have my business cards. I wasn't interested in the food or drinks when I attend these events, because all my goal was that before I leave, I have to speak to every single individual in that room and make sure that they know who Tiga is and what we do. So you need to invest time in networking. It's one of the things that will really set you apart from your competitors, because once you build that strong network, you'll find it easier to maneuver yourself in this ecosystem. That's one of the things that I really invested time in, building my network, and I didn't regret it. Always be open to feedback. I once in a while would call or contact my customers, or when I come up with a new product and I make a sample, I'll give one or some to some of my friends and ask them for feedback. Ask them about the finishing of the product, what they think, would they buy it? All those things. It's important because that's how you perfect your product. That's how you perfect your brand. You have to get feedback from people who would pay money for your products. So I have homework for you guys and things for you to reflect on. What need is your business addressing? What makes your business different from the others? Who or what is your target audience? How is your business going to make money? How will you promote your business? What resources do you need to start up your business? These are just things that I want you to think about and work on, because it would really, really help you focus your target more, right? And it will also help you with your goal setting. And one thing I also want to say that's very important is that don't worry about, if you haven't started your business yet, don't worry about having a lot of money to start. You don't need to wait until you have a lot of money to start. I started with less than $1,000, sis. That's less than $20 to start my business. I just used what I had at that time. I took some of my mom's fabrics. I had the idea in my head and the vision. I started making the products with what I had. And then I used my network. I went around, asked for feedback, built on that feedback until I felt like I perfected the product. Then I started selling. Once I started selling, yes, I would eat some of my sales money. Don't do that. But once I realized that that's not how you grow or run a business, I started plowing it back in. And that's how I grew. I set up with the boutique at Coco Ocean, then the boutique in Jambe and other outlets. So don't worry about needing thousands and thousands of dollars before you start. No, you don't need it. You don't. Just start with whatever you have. Start with that. These are additional books, resources, links that I would like you to check out and look at. You can look at the link as well, which gives you an insight about other really successful African entrepreneurs and how they started, how they raised money to start their businesses. Before I go, I hope you've enjoyed this webinar. I hope you've learned a lot of things from this, and you're taking notes. Make sure that you always have a notebook with you. I do that. I always have a notebook with me where if I'm watching a webinar or I'm at a conference, in a meeting, I always take notes, because then you can always go back to them and see what you can learn from them and how you can improve yourself and your brand from all those things and all those people and the things they've said. Another thing I would like to say is that, yes, it's tough doing business in Gambia. It is. I mean, it's difficult to get access to finance. It's difficult to get access to resources. There's so many challenges, but there's also so many positives. Things like you can come up with products that haven't been produced or created before, which is exciting. You can find great mentors, I have great mentors in the Gambia, people that I can always count on. You can also partner up sometimes with other young entrepreneurs. Like I said, you don't have to do it on your own. Sometimes you could come up with a product with somebody else that's doing something similar to you, and you can both try and promote that together, because that will help put both your brands out there. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to anybody who tells you you can't do or be anything you want, because you can. I am telling you, you can, because I've done it. There'll be so many times when you'll have people doubt you, people try to bring you down, people criticize you for daring to even do what you're doing, but keep on going. Believe in yourself, believe in your vision. Concentrate on your goals, your aims, and your objectives, and you will get there. You will face challenges. You will fail at some things, but that's all right. It's all part of the journey. It makes it all the more exciting and worthwhile, because when you get to the end, believe me, you'll be proud of how far you've come. I am so happy to do this. I wish I could meet all of you, but take care. I will share my email as well with the organizers, and you are free to email me at any time. Ask me questions, anything you need. If I can help you, I can. I am proud of all of you. I wish you all the best, the best of luck with everything you're going to do or already doing, your entrepreneurial journey. Lots of love, Tiga. Bye, guys. Bye.
Hi, everyone. So I wanted to talk a bit more to you guys about Tiga. So I want to tell you about the name. So Tiga is It's my nickname. So it's something that my parents have been calling me ever since I was a baby. And I think it's from the character from Winnie the Pooh, Tiga the tiger. I think that's where the name comes from. I chose it as the name for the brand because it's very catchy. It's short, it's rememberable, and it's a fun name. I believe. I think that the name is fun. So I registered the business in the Gambia, and I registered it in 2016. That's when I registered it and started. So as I said before on my last video, so all our products are handmade. Everything's handmade in the Gambia using African fabric. So we get our raw materials here in the Gambia. You know, we have fabric suppliers. We have some women that we work with that supply us with the fabrics here. And basically all the other things that we need when making our products, you know, whether it's a glue we need or anything else. It's all available here in the Gambia. There are some products like what I'm wearing right now, like the wax Ankara silks and satins. We can't access those here because they can't be made here in the Gambia. We don't have the machines for it. So for at the moment we import them, but everything is from the continent, from the African continent. When I was starting my business, I didn't start with a huge capital. You know, I didn't start with a lot of money or anything like that. All I had was basically my idea and also the vision that I have for the brand. So basically what I needed, because I started with the swimwear. So all I needed was you know, a tailor or a machine that works and African fabric. So I took some of my mom's fabrics and I started making my samples. So basically that's how I started. So everything I needed, it was and is available in the Gambia. So I started with the boutique at Coco Ocean. So my products, they're all, you know, you just go to the shop, pick and buy. So it's all ready to wear products that are already made. So you visit the shop, choose what you want and make a purchase. We do get custom orders. Sometimes people that say, actually, I want this, but I want it in another color fabric, or I want it in, I want 20 pieces of it. And if we don't have that available in the shop, then people do make custom orders and we make it for them. The first fashion show I participated in, I think it was in 2017, was the Fashion Weekend Gambia. And we did a whole swimwear line. That's what we showcased. So we did the swimsuits, we did the men's shorts. We also did some neckties with matching trousers and stuff like that. So yes, my first show was with Fashion Weekend Gambia. And that was a few years ago. To sell our products, we use different channels. We use social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We also, you know, word of mouth also works, and referrals from customers that we have or that we've had come into the shop, very loyal customers who refer us to other people and also to organizations. But basically it's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's how we market our products. And also WhatsApp status. We also make sure that every day we have some of our products on our WhatsApp status as well to market. So the market for Tiga is Gambians in the Gambia, Gambians in the diaspora, and also tourists as well. because it's Afri-leisure products. When tourists come here, they buy. We also have Gambians who live here who also buy as well, and also Gambians outside of the Gambia. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we also have the website for the people that cannot come to Gambia, so that they can be able to buy from the website. And then we have this partnership with DHL, where when someone buys, we will ship at a discounted price to the person wherever they are. Access to markets has been one of our challenges since I started. I mean, I think one of the ways I'm trying to overcome that challenge is by having the website. But even though we have the website, we also have a challenge regarding that, because shipping cost is really expensive in the Gambia. But sometimes, so what happens is that sometimes when someone's buying a lot, then it's fine and it's reasonable. But if they're buying like one product, sometimes you'll find that the shipping cost costs more than the product. So that's one of the challenges I'm facing right now. And I'm trying to think of ways to mitigate that challenge, but I haven't found a way yet. I'm still working on that. So most of the people who buy from our website live in America. But when it comes to the shops here, when people come from England, the US, you know, all over Europe, when they're here on holiday, because we have such a strong social media presence, they want to come to the shop and purchase the products that we've been posting online on our social media. But most of our customers from the website right now, they all live in the US. So our products are sold at the boutique and chamber resort. At Coco Ocean, we have notebooks. At Timbuktu bookstore, we also have some products at Maroon Supermarket. We used to have more outlets where we sold our products, but since COVID and everything, we've reduced the number of outlets a bit and just concentrate on the outlets where most sales and turnover are made. Right now, when it comes to staff, we have one person at the shop, and then obviously we have all the other staff who help produce the Tiga products, and that's up to 12 of those. So basically, that's what I wanted to talk to you about regarding the brand. I just wanted to give all of you a more in-depth information about the name, when I started, you know, access to raw materials and things like that. Good luck, everybody. Stay safe. Thank you.